Do you have problems winning games in EAFC 25? If that's the case, I have the perfect tactics and instructions for you. If this video helped you, tell me in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. To start the video, we will look at the formation and important playstyles as well as the body types of the players. Of course, you should use the 4-2-1-3. It is best formation at this stage of the game, but that's not the only reason. With it also comes an important aspect. As 2 CDMs and 3 offensive positions with an additional can position. That's why the 4-3-3 with 2 CDMs and 1 CM is also fine, but still worse for me. For the first positions, I have good news for you. You're free to choose your goalkeeper, center backs, and fullbacks. The more players with the long ball plus playstyle, the better, but I will come back to this in a second again. Especially the fullbacks might help in game. Just make sure that your defenders give your other players full chemistry. Now to the CDMs. These two need to have a long ball playstyle plus, of course, just one or just normal long ball. Playstyle might also work, but I wouldn't recommend it because it gets significantly harder without it. The other playstyles are up to you. Now the cam. This player should have as much passing playstyles as possible, like my Kessler, who has 2, and most other normal playstyles. The best here are again long ball and incisive. Now to the offensive 3. All need to be at least 6 foot tall and should have higher than 90 jumping as well, as much pace as possible. Printing playstyle for the wingers. The striker doesn't necessarily need to be fast. But again, the taller and better the stats, the better the results. It can be hard to find a fitting player, especially for the wingers, but with the last 2 season passes and recent SBCs, the collection of fitting players grew with players like Williams, Oren, Gyökeres, and Henry. If you have problems finding players, just ask me in the comments. I'm into the tactics. I again have good news for you. You're free to choose the tactics for your goalkeeper and center backs. For the fullbacks, put them on fullback. If they have a long ball or are very good offensively, then he should be unbalanced. Otherwise, you can also select defend. For the CDMs, put both on deep-lying playmaker with focus on either defend or build up, depending on if you want a more offensive attack or safe defense. The cam should be playmaker with focus on roaming, but only if this player has this role at least with a plus. If that's not the case, classic 10 is also fine. Put the wingers on inside forward with focus on either roaming or attack. The striker should be either on poacher or advanced forward. You have to find this out yourself, what fits you better. Now I will show you in game how good this tactic really is. You should attack in 2 possible ways. Either try a normal build up with a breakthrough ball behind the defense, or if you see an attack or run, just play an L plus triangle or LB plus Y, hoping to get through the defense, and that's how I scored the first goal. Sadly, the opponent equalized pretty quickly. You can also just play square or X passes to your striker and create space like that because of his height. I gave his Suarez too much space, therefore he scored the second goal. His Theo Hernandez and Thuram gave me nightmares because they keep winning the headers. Watch out for such players. Halftime came and I wasn't sure if I could win this. But thanks to this amazing tactic, I always had enough space, but I couldn't bring the ball in net, and that's not the only time that skill issues hit me. I became more and more hopeless after time. But suddenly the tactics became safer for me as I finally equalized. Hope came back. But my opponent didn't like that. I failed to defend properly and got red card. Everything seemed like draw or even loss, but my goalkeeper saved the free kick and even got me counter-attack from which I could get the lead and score. To finish the game I also got penalty, but our opponent clearly didn't like that.
Nice.
But one match wasn't enough to show the power of this tactic. So now on to game 2. We started off pretty lucky in front off goal after a fantastic pass from Ronaldo to get the lead. But he repaid it with some crossbar shots. That's the first. And after we conceded the first goal, follows the second. But we still managed to get the lead back. And even score the third after a lucky tackle. You really can't decide today. And came halftime, but the second half was boring. Nothing really happened, so that is 2 wins out off 2 games. I hope you liked this video. Please share your experiences with this tactic in the comments, and I see you in the next video.